Hello everybody, my name's Joyce Garvey and I'm working on my project on Lucia Joyce, and today I'm doing some life drawing. I'm going to do about 30 or 40 life drawings. I've got my board set up here and my model is over there. Are you okay there? So I'm going to do some life drawings today, and this is part of the Lucia Joyce project because I'm working on the human figure. And I'm also, because Lucia was a dancer, so I've got my model in a dancing position. So I'm going to use pastel, and I'm going to start off with this colour here. So I'm just trying to do some energy drawings here. Not really looking for realism, but looking to get the energy of the dance down. So here we go. My tape is gone, so I'll just settle the tape better. It's hard to keep it on this board, but anyway, here. So I'm doing some very quick energy drawings. The model is here. I'm not looking to get realism here, but more or less to get the idea of dance down. Now, that's my first drawing with this chalk here. Now I'm going to go for a darker chalk now, maybe a darker red. I'm trying to do it so she can see, but I'm not sure if she can see very well. But I'm going to use this colour now, and I'm going to work on top of this drawing. Now the idea is to get the feeling. Now I don't like this chalk, that's kind of more of a crayon chalk. So I'm trying to get a chalk that, here's a better one here. So I'm trying to get a chalk that I can possibly rub in afterwards and smudge like the way pastel does. So here I'm working again on this, and it's kind of got, you know, a strange position there. And the model is great because she's got to keep this weird position going. And it's a standing position, but I'm trying to get sort of a very interesting standing position. Now these are going to be very quick drawings. I'm going to use a darker chalk now, this chalk. And now this is the third one on top of this. Okay, so here is model now. Not trying to put facing or anything. It's nice position. She's standing, but she's got her arms pinned back to the side, like the Greek dance, which Lucia Joyce did. So there's my drawing now. I'll just try and show you. Now do you see? This is the drawing. It's not even remotely realistic. But what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to do about 30 or 40 of these in different positions of dance, because Lucia Joyce was a dancer, as you know. And here on the shelf of my studio is her biography. See her in the pose of the dance. My poor model, now you can go and get a cup of tea now. My poor model is in all these positions. So I'm also working on insects and working on Virginia Woolf's essay on the dying moth, because this moth flew by day, so it was out of sync with its own species, and it was on the window pane and it was dancing and struggling. So I'm doing all these kind of realistic drawings of insects to go with the figure drawing, and then I'm going to see how I can combine them. There's one of my insect drawings. There's another one. There's another one. So the idea I am going to do, about, there's 137 species. Look at that there. That's a fly. And this is a cricket. So I'm going to do all these in realistic, all the 137 species that are endangered, they're dying. To go with the dying moth, they're struggling to live, just like Lucia Joyce struggled with her mental illness and her depression. So the figure drawing will combine in the end with the life drawing. So I'm doing all these life drawings and all these figure drawings, and then I'm going to work on, here we are here, my fabric. And I'm going to be doing 12 feet fabrics. 12 feet, because I want them to be a three-dimensional piece, sort of like possibly contained in a sort of a square, maybe, with something inside of it. Possibly some of, like a screen, but a three-dimensional screen. So this is one of the fabrics here. So you can imagine if there's fabric on one side, fabric on the other. I want a see-through fabric as well. So this is part of my fabric, and it's a moth, and it's done in batik. And there's loads of it. It's 12 foot. So the idea is to work on this, and it's for Switzerland. It's for the 4th part of my Lucia Joyce project, which I'm working on with performance artist Francis Mazzetti. And we're working in all the countries Lucia Joyce lived. So we have done Ireland, we've done Italy, which we had a wonderful residency there, and we worked in, that's where I did some of the fabrics. And then we did France last year, and that's where I worked on some more batiks, and I worked on some printing. And here is, I want to show you now, one of my etchings on dry point etching. There's a dry point etching on zinc. And we worked on that because we had this amazing printing press in the studio. So the idea is to bring them all together in Switzerland next year. So I'll tell you about that more again. Bye.